All right, so we'll get started now since we are on time. So hello everyone, a very warm welcome to the Sitecore User Group Jaipur meetup, and we are delighted to have you all joining us today for today's online session. So today's topic is uses of Sitecore AI Marketplace SDK and Design Studio to make Sitecore AI fully composable, and I'm pleased to introduce our speaker, Mr. Pawan Kumar Tyagi, working as a lead developer in Studio. And Pawan is also a Sitecore certified developer and also preparing for Sitecore MVP this year. So hopefully he'll be able to join the MVP circle this year. In this session, Pawan will all explore how the Sitecore AI Marketplace SDK helps organization extend and customize Sitecore AI to create a truly composable digital experience platform. So thank you all of you joining us today, and let's get started. Over to you, Pawan.
Thanks, Amit. Good morning, good evening, everyone. First of all, a huge thank you to organizer of SUG Jaipur for putting this together and giving us this wonderful opportunity to connect, learn, and share with each others. This always excited to be a full room people who are participated about Sidecore as well as me. So for those who don't know, my name is Pawan Tyagi. I have working with Sidecore for past 13 years. The last 8 years of those representing Altudo. Over these years, I had a privilege of working some of the amazing projects, and today I get to share something that I am seriously excited about. So now, before I jump into quick questions to the room, how many of you have used Sidecore Marketplace inside Sidecore AI? And how many of you have actually built one? Okay, some of these yes, any other we have built. Okay, that's perfect. Why we are today. Okay. In today's sessions, is all about building custom apps to extend site for AI capabilities. We are going to cover everything from understanding what the marketplace actually is to picking up the right architectures for your app to building, deploying everything. This is not just not a sessions.
Pawan,
We
sorry to
are
stop you. Are you sharing a screen?
uh yeah. I forgot to stop this thing. Are you able to see this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for confirming. So this is not just a 30 sessions. We are going to get our hand 30 run actual commands, and by the time of the we are done. So we are working knowing everything exactly how to build your own custom applications from the scratch. So that is started. So so today's agenda, we will cover Sitecore Studio, App Studio Marketplace, type of architectures and apps, extensions points, marketplace SDK, and common SDK use cases. So first of all, what is Sitecore Studio? So we can say Sitecore Studio is not a single screen or is not a single tool you log into. It is the overall framework Sitecore built to extend and customize Sitecore AI without touching the core product itself. Uh, let us make it for like as you have already seen that we have five key points that we need to cover inside this one. So first of all, what is Agentic Studio? So we are talking about this Agentic Studio. Yeah. So this is where give me a minute, give me a minute. sorry, sorry guys. This is where you build custom agent and flow inside Cypher. It is geared especially towards Cypher AI driven automations. Think like a content reviewer agent that check every new page against this uh, set of build rules or workflows that route approvals automatically. You can access this directly from within the site for AI instance, not from the separate portals. So it is not where you build a custom UI or migrations. It's belongs to the App Studio. Now comes to the App Studio. So this is the component where we spend most of the time in today trainings. Yeah, we will cover everything like inside this App Studio. App Studio lives inside the Sitecore cloud portals and is where developing tools, configurations, pipeline, custom applications that extend what Sitecore AI can do using something called Marketplace SDK. Now comes to the Marketplace. Marketplace is the discovery and installation layer that sits on top of the App Studio. Once an app is built in App Studio and activated, Marketplace is where it gets listed discovered by people in our organization and installed in the specific site for AI environment. So, and yeah, one more thing that we need to highlight over here, the marketplace app will work only and only with site for AI. If your organization still run classic on-premises site for XP, XM, marketplace does not apply on these ones. Now comes to the site for connect. This is the integrations layer. It connects Sitecore product with external applications and systems. It is less about building a custom UI and more about writing data flow between platforms. Now, now comes to the what is App Studio. So as I have already mentioned that what is App Studio, the two rail under this App Studio, we can say two role exist. First one is organization admin or organization owner, and second one is uh, organization user. So what is organization admin or organization owner? So we can say organization admin is the person who can build an app in App Studio, install, upgrade uh, app into environment, control which user can access which app and manually activated an app if something did not auto activated. If you are a developer without admin rights, you can uh, usually still build and configurations an app, but you will need an admin to do install and activations for this one. If I'm talking about organization user is on the consuming apps. They use the app that have already been installed. So based on it's based on your like roles and permissions, they can access them from within the regular site for AI interface. They benefits from yeah activity gains, right? Now into the accounts. So as I already told, what is site for marketplace. So inside the site for marketplace, two types of app we have. Which is not installed and not publicly, yeah, and another one is which app is publicly used. So if we are going to marketplace tab and we will see all apps, so uh, we will see all these apps which are publicly and we can directly drag and drop or we can use these app in our project directly inside this app. Now, now type of apps and architectures. So in that case, this can be segregated on the basis of presence on the market on the basis of architectures. If we are talking about on the basis of presence on the marketplace, we can segregate it this in two ways: custom apps and public apps. So when we uh, decide to build a marketplace app, you actually have to make this separated. So what we can say if we are talking about custom apps, so think of this as you are private internal apps It's likely only within your organization, nobody outside you can get or see or install until or unless it is not shared uh, to out of them. So a part of this is what most terms start with. You are building something specific to your organization's business needs, etc., not for the whole world. So the good news is, if you are later decide that it's good enough to share publicly, you can apply to Sitecore to make it publicly. Now come to the public apps. This is your app going to live on the public Sitecore Marketplace that I have already showing, like publishing an app to App Store. Anyone using Sitecore AI can discover and install. Pawan, just hold on, please. Very good. I think we are public app. Like, okay. So if we are talking about public app, this is your app going live to the public site or marketplace, like publishing an app to the App Store or we can Google Play Store using SitecoreAI. We can discover and install it. But here is the catch: like you cannot just flip a switch and go public. This app, Sitecore review and approve every public app before it gets listed. So there is a process involved, quality standard to meet, and a block design system to follow. Now comes to that, like on the basis of architectures, we have decided divided this into parts: client side app and the server sides, or we can say full stack. If we are talking about client side app, this one is similar. The entire app run in the user browser, no server involved on your side. Then it need to talk to Sitecore AI. It called the Sitecore API directly from the browser. It built the it use the build on authentication with that comes with the Sitecore Marketplace SDK. So you don't have to set any authentications yourself. The SDK handle itself. Now comes to the full stack application. This one has two parts, a server side and a client side. It can call Sitecore API from either the browser or the server. It uses the custom authentications provided by Sidecar, uh, which require a bit more setups, uh, gives gives you a more and more flexibility. So when to pick this one, the import uh, uh, when to pick this one, the moment your app need to something like that, obviously cannot live in the browser like a third-party API that required a secret key database, heavy processing, or any server-side logic. If you hard code a secret into the browser code, then you can open dev tools and read on this one. Now, now, if you are talking about extension points inside Core AI, so what is extension point? Extension point just is just the location inside the site code. I will show you that where is the extension points during the time of building the app. So when your app appears, you will pick one them setting up your app in App Studio. There, as of now, as you can see, mm, there are 5 extension points over here. If you are first one is standard, full screens, page builder context panels, page builder custom fields, and dashboard views. If you are talking about standalones, so what is why we use this one? What is the use of this extension points? So in that case, how apps show up in the Sitecore Cloud portal separate from the Sitecore AI editing experience. This is good for admin and management tools. If you are talking about full screen, how so we can say how app get its own page, accessible from site for AI, navigations, headers, best for dashboards, work boxes and tools that need to full screens, etc. Now comes to the page builder context panels. In the case, how app appears in the side panel while someone is editing the page, perfect for live analysis or real-time feedback that we have to what the author is doing. Now comes to the fourth point, page builder custom fields. In the in this extensions, we can say how app open as an pop-up when a specific field is clicked, great for pulling third-party data like a product picker or XML map, media library. In that case, we can use this page builder custom field. Like if you are using some, like we can replace existing media icons with the product library media icons. Like you can fetch the, we can create a custom app. With the help of using this app, we can change the icons from the app library. Now comes to the fifth point, dashboard view. In that in this dashboard visit extensions, how app lives as the tiles on the side dashboards, good for quick summarize at its glance like step. Now, now comes to the marketplace SDK. Thinks of the marketplace SDK as the bridge between your app and site for AI. Without it, your app has no way to talk to the platforms. It's just a standalone website sitting there doing nothing. The SDK is what makes it's really marketplace. It is open source, like which means you can look at the code, understand exactly what it does, and trust what happens under the hood. Now it comes into package. The SDK split its job across two separate and team package. You don't have to install both, only install what you need actually. If uh, if we are talking about this first package client, marketplace SDK slash client. So this is mandatory for every single marketplace app, no exception. What does it actually do? It handles the core conversion between your app and Sidecore AI. Think like who is this app, which environment is it running, which extension point it is load from, and who is the current user. Uh, your app need to know all of these just to function properly inside SitecoreAI packaging that is work with this or provide. So uh, think of it as the handshake package. Uh, Without it, SitecoreAI does not even know your app exists. Now comes to marketplace SDK slash XMC. This this one is only needed if your app need to read or write actual site code data. Things like query, uh, page, reading content, or making changes to the site. Who does it do? It handles queries and mutations against the SitecoreAI API. Basically, if your app need to ask SitecoreAI, give the current page data or update these content items, this is the package that make those calls happen. If your app does not touch Sitecore content at all, say it just displaying data from an external system, you know you don't need this package. Yeah. So, so now building a custom app. So now the practical session comes rather than going to practical things, theoretical things. Now jump to the side. So first of all, what we can do, go to the portal.sitecorecloud.io. I have already over here and sign in with your account, Sitecore account. Once you are navigate to the App Studio, the App Studio. So what you see here, it's depend on your roles. You are an organization admin or you are an organization user. It's depend on you. You will see the app and like app and things. If you are a regular user, you only see app that has been already installed. As you can see, I am organization admin, not a user, so I will do everything inside my account. So, 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 how we can create a new app? If you are talking about this one. So first of all, what we can do, we can click on this App Studio and then click on the Create App button. And you can see after that, if I'm talking about this app and click on Create, so I can SUG test. I create a I I add the app name SUG test and click on this custom fields. After that, I click on the Create button. So as you can see, app is created at this point. Only App Studio record this like app is created. No one can see it. Nothing is to live and it has not setting yet. So it is just like a placeholder that your app is created. Now you need to configure the app. So click on this configure button. After clicking this configure app, work through everything carefully before nothing works until all of this is incorrect. So first of all, what we can see, as you can see, uh, I have already discussed these attention points, the standalones, full screen, dashboard, visits, page context, custom fields. So what I can do, I enable this one, this one. After that, I enable this full screen. So on the basis of this, we can set the route of these pages. As of now, I cannot do anything for this one. Otherwise, you can set the route. You can click on this edit button and set the route path. What route path you want to set for this one? Like if you want to set for standalone, you can set slash standalones. With full screen, you can set this full screen. So based on this, you can set. And for custom fields, you can do the same thing. If you are using API access, so if you want, so you can use select the API, whatever API you want to use or access to consume these API. So on the basis of you can select these API permissions. Uh, if suppose if you are an organization admin user, so you if you whatever permission you want to add over here, you can select the permissions. So on the basis of you can set the permissions. This is not the mandatory part for building any application. So what I can do, I jump to the another part. So deployment URL. This will running on localhost 3000. So what I can do, I can add the localhost colon 3000. So this is required because we run the application on the local 3000. One more thing which is required, which is called as like app logo. So what we can do, yeah, we can select any logo from here. As of now, I created a logo, so I will select this logo from here. So, okay, what I can do, I'll select another logo. So this will give a delete this one and try again. When I click on this one, So as you can see, I select the wrong logo. The size is not good. So it's showing the error message. The logo must be square size. Let me turn it. So Sitecore give the at least like logo size at least 512 and 512 pixel, and logo would be JPG, PNG, and SVG. So rather than going to this, I have created another logo. So I selected that logo, this one. So no error would be showing after that. As you can see, logo set over here. Now this activate app button would be activated. Now I click on this activated button. So it shows me a message. If we activate this, organization admin and owner can install the it to the current organization. So click on activate. So this app is now activated. But this app exists inside my organization. So no, this as of now this has not be publicly accessible. So when I click on this, open my app, my app under my app, as you can see, we will able to see this app. This app and the status of this app is uh, installed. Not this app is activated but not be installed. So so in that case, what we can do, if you want to install this app, like so click on this install button. So here you will see so many like environment, SitecoreAI environment. So in which environment we want to install this app, we can check the checkbox, but I will not do because I have already installed another app on another app, so I will not install this one. So based on this, based on your requirement, you will select the applications from here. As of now, I can say if I'm talking about this app, so we have installed this app in environment. So I'm giving you an example of this app. First of all. So this is the way how we can create a build or create or build a custom app through site or marketplace SDK. So now jump to this one. Now how we can build a custom app FE sites like how we can build up front-end parts and connect with the site for marketplace app. So in that case, uh, there are many ways. Either we can use the existing SDK, marketplace SDK, or we can build a new app. So in that case, what we can do, I have a prompt. Either if you are familiar with prompts, so what you can do, you can use this prompt rather than going to uh, manual step like create a folder, next folder under this folders. I'm talking about this. Rather than going to this and doing the manual steps, okay, how we can build and create a public or steps. So what you can do, I am sharing you a prompt. We're using this prompt. This prompt will help you like creating a public you can use your cursor and give this command. So this will automatically create app for you. Yep, based on the yeah. So as of now, as you can see, I have already for saving us our time. As of now, I have already installed an app inside my local machines. I have installed these two apps with the help of this. First one is this, and second one is this for demo perspectives. So with the help of this prompt, I'll share this prompt inside this user group. You can quickly create a app So with the help of this, we can use either like which app you want to use or install. So on the basis of yeah, so if I'm going to this one, this marketplace starter app, so as you can see inside this app, if I'm going to inside Sitecore, I stop this there. So as you can see under this node marketplace started create applications, we have created a separate route for every app. And inside this, as you can see, we have all the extensions will be showing over here. Custom field extensions will be here, dashboards, videos, full screens, page extensions. Based on this, we can like use our app or filter logic, whatever we want to use. So if I'm going to this, I run this applications and things on there. I have done all the prerequisites that need to run these applications. I have installed the package. I have installed the SDK marketplace. As you can see, I have used client market SDK. I know I because I don't want to use the uh, full. So I have used only client side because I don't want to use any interaction with the server. So I use the client as of now. So as you can see, if I run this one, this is one of the environment where I installed this application. If I go to over here, then you can see this request campaign. Yeah, you can see uh, on the basis of my app applications routing, this will give a prompt like this. If I go to over here and go to home, go to, I open this page builder. So as you can see on the top of this, I will show the options like okay, how many apps we have installed over here. So if I click on this one, home page, this home page is loaded as of now. When I click on this one, I have already running this app and rendering presents over here. When I click on this one, so as you can see, yeah. So on the as you can see on the basis of this, we will run we will showing up we can showing the page context data on the basis of this. If I change the page ID, suppose from the home page we are going to about us page, so this page ID would be changed, context would be the change, so it will be rendered over here. So the entire data would be showing over here, or we can going to site dashboard. Click on this dashboard. So you will showing the same data inside the site dashboard. It will take some time for loading. So here you will see the options, okay, overview, A/B testing, localization settings. So inside this, I have added this uh, start widgets over here. So you will see the entire data of application context over here. Like so, you will see. all the options that would be required for showing the application. As you can see, this application running on the localhost 3000 dashboard visit actions. So on the basis of this, data would be loaded. If you are talking about this dashboard visit extensions, I go to over here inside site code inside. So as you can see, data would be loaded from here. The name, ID, icon, speech, context, etc. So you, based on your app, based on the requirement, you can add your logic. You can add, uh, yes, you can call the SDK as of now. As I already told you that this one is client SDK is mandatory, but XMC if you want to handshake between site four, so you can use this XMC. Otherwise, this one is not required. So we can install package based on your requirement. Hmm, okay, part of this, yeah, create apps to be configure activity and selections. If I'm talking about this, yes. So as I already told you, that I have already shared the prompt. So how we can build a custom applications? Either we can use this for client-side application for full stack. You can use this one for full stack. If you have some custom logic, or you can use like some uh, handshakes between server. You can have some authentication, so you can use this one. Otherwise, uh, we have another options for installing this Next.js application. We can create a folder inside, and that folder would be open in that code, Visual Studio Code. After that, we can uh, we can open the terminal with the help of this terminal. We can either use this one, or we can either run this one. After that, we can run this npm install package. After that, we need to run or a part of this, you need to do some dependencies based on the requirement. After that, you need to run npm run dev. So based on that, your application would be running, and that would be handshake between those side core. Then it will give you 200. So it means that like, your application is working fine, and you will perfectly handshake with your site code. So, so that is the main things, like how Next.js application is connected with your Sitecore Marketplace app. There is the things. And if you are talking about context SDK use case, we have many use cases with the help of context SDK application. We can use this for application context, page context, subscribe, site context, and page reload canvas, etc. So, yep. So this is the basic life cycle which I have already explained, that how we can create, configure, activate, install, and build test applications. So in this two-day sessions, what we will cover, we have covered build custom app or public app to external API beyond the defaults, choose client side, browser server side, whatever as per requirements. The five extension points which we have covered, multiplayer XGK, how we can install this one, the MCP enables interaction with site standard protocols, etc. So we have covered these points through the app. Mm, Uh, yep, that's done from my end. Thank you. Any questions from your end?
If anyone have any question, they can ask.
I think silence say no.
All right,
Over
no
to you.
problem. Yeah. So, uh, there are lots of session for this SwitchCon, also for the marketers aspect. Maybe people are aware of a few initiatives they how to cancel, but you have shown with the prompt that was very really helpful, and people can start working with this one while creating the marketplace app quickly. So thank you everyone for joining today's Sitecore User Group Jaipur meetup, and big thank you to Pawan for such insightful session. We really appreciate your time and effort. If you have any question, you can find Pawan on Slack and me as well if you have, or the Sitecore User Group Jaipur team members. So if you have any question regarding the session, we can directly ask with Pawan, or you can directly ask with Pawan on Slack and the LinkedIn as well. So again, thank you so much, and we look forward to see you in our next meetup. And have a great day. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.